We're back for some Sunless Sea. This this is going to be a very good session. I hope so, at least, because last time we were on Visage and the Isle of Cats, and that was very good lore-wise. I did enjoy it a lot, and yes, there were some things that I wanted to add to that. Is that I was wondering what the memory what was the name of it? The thing that said something good will happen once during the game. I'm just going to start while I'm talking. What the hell is this? What is this? Pneumatic Rasner can assist with battle repairs. Rat Sender. Yes, but what the hell is this? What? Why? Who made bondage on a shark? Some sickos in this game. Anyway, what I was saying, yes, there is the. It should be somewhere down here. Antics in tree. Yeah, there is the Parrot King. We will not try to get further attention right now, because the things that I have to do for it is either give more recent news, which I do not have and will have to get back in London, or spend fuel. And well, I lost some fuel a bit stupidly. Well, I couldn't really know about it, I guess. So I lost 3 fuel for nothing. I could have spent 5, and I guess that would be good enough. But now I certainly don't want to pay 5 fuel for 1 Pirate King's notice. I could also spend fragments, I guess. So if I wanted to, I could be at 5. The 5 is the number to obtain to get an audience, I believe. What was the thing I was looking for? No, that's not it. Old perhaps, yes. That's the port report. Also, I kind of want to do some shit posting thing with just me saying port report, because it's funny to say. But I'm too lazy to go back on all the videos that I've done. I have played. This is the 6th session, and each of them have been at least 1 hour long. So 6 to 12 hours of the game, and just to hear me say port report, it would be stale anyway. The thing that I was looking for, yes, beginner's luck. You found something valuable. Once per game, something pleasant will happen. So I said that I was curious about what that meant, and it means that there are like 5 or 6 ports that have a special action that gives you a lot of bonuses. And when you get one of those bonuses, you get this Memoirs, beginner's luck, which means that you can't get the bonuses on other ports, so you can just get it once, which is what they say once per game something pleasant will happen. So it is always beneficial. Apparently I could have gotten more at that island that I got it at. That's okay. I don't mind that. But yes, so once you have that, you can't get the bonuses again. Well, until the captain dies or retires or whatever. So yes, is there something more that I wanted to say? Uh, I believe I should have looked up what melliferous means. I will look that up right now. So the melliferous sisters are the sisters that produce honey, which is, well, obvious enough when you think about what they do. They have a religious observance of collecting the red honey, uh, which is a quite powerful drug apparently. So yes. Um, so right now we are bound bound for what's it called? The Mangrove College, which I have an idea where it is, so that should be okay. And then we'll go to Vanderbilt, which will let us give the wine, I believe, and get whatever bonus we can get there. We should also look into getting a better ship and have some more money after that. Because, well, one crew lost each hit if it is below 50%. Okay, sure. Because, well, I want to have better engines and stuff. I want to have a better hold because, well, just 40 isn't much actually. It's almost only fuel and supplies, and if I want to have more cargo, I will have to have a better hold. But anyway, so we are moving up. Launch. So hopefully we will be able to get all the way wherever the Mangrove College is to Vanderbilt and then down back to London. But if we can't, we will just go to London. If I don't feel like what's it called? Going to Vanderbilt. What is this? Okay, let's try not to be spotted. We were spotted. Do not. Yikes. 4 damage. Okay, we can pretend it's nothing. Leave me alone. We are going to... Yikes. They should... Yes. They are giving up. Wreath of Roses. Sure. Okay. No. We are not caring about this. Do you not know what it is? Maybe it can take off my name. Didn't notice me. Okay. Yes, the Z is dangerous. Well, that is not news per se, but still, something that we should always remember. Nothing. Without screams. Someone screams. I have no idea what that means. Because I do know that whenever we get such message, it means that we have changed the tile, and that there is something of importance. Wreck of the Miko. I'm not sure why. What the hell? No. What the hell is this? People go down. Oh, this could be the Mangrove College actually. The attached room. This is the pot. Attached room. The queenly core of this spore-haunted sea. This might be dangerous. Climb the fungal and fiber ladders to its summit. Shaggy, suspicious villagers scratch a living here, amidst endless clouds of spores and scurrying mobs of plant animal hybrids. None of them ever leave. Monsters, one explains darkly. Z full of monsters. You can trade honey. Interesting. But, as I said, the port report is important. So gather intelligence. We will always do this first if we can. What happens here? On top of a mushroom the size of a Marlborough. A slow survey. The villagers live a shabby but sufficient life. The Uttersroom provides. They are secretive and taciturn, incurious. Ships rarely visit. Perhaps we should encourage the Birmingham Gallivanta to explore. It might feel a kinship with the place. It's certainly very mushroomy. Sure. Unaccustomed silence. Your ever-present Birmingham is, for once, nowhere to be seen. The engine room is quiet. Your maps are exactly as you left them. Not one is defaced or crumpled into a wall. Finally, you spot the tip of a tendril poking out from under a pile of unwashed clothing. Your Blemmingen indicates that under no circumstances whatsoever will it be emerging. What could be so bad about the mushroom? Did the other mushrooms bully it? Yes, this place is not something I want to really get engaged with. Perhaps we should visit the village. We do have to something awaits you, after all. Good. Visit the village. Hospitable? Not exactly. But they usually don't chase you off with sticks. and they usually let you sit beside the mildew-smelling fire. A day of stories. The central contradiction of shrooms' existence. They hate the other shroom, but they do anything to avoid living monsters. Today, they're telling the story of how they came here. It features a shipwreck, a rain of orange jewels, the mother's blessing. There's a great deal about adversity and survival, and wistful hints about their homeland, somewhere to the west. Could it be the Iron Republic? I'm not sure. So more memories of distant shores. So I just need to read about the trade honey to have an idea what it is. Honey, a shroom explains, everyone wants honey. Life on the outer shroom is unvarying and occasionally deadly poisonous. The shroomers are desperate for all the diversion that prisoners' honey can bring, but vague about what they can pay in return. Supplies, though, at least. Prisoners' honey. I am not sure. Propagation Birmingham sport more than 0. So Birminghams come from this place. Interesting. And Firking of prisoners' honey. Not sure. So they probably come from this wreck. We will sail a bit more to the east and then up. It should be good enough. Anyway. More speed. But there is an enemy over here that I do want to avoid, if possible. Attention. Yes, I did explore that. So we now have a secret. Speak to your officers to improve your abilities. Perhaps I should do just that, but I'm not sure that I want to do something about my mirrors yet. I do want to do something about terror though, because it is right now rather crippling. We can't get back to London soon enough. What is this? No islands within range. What is this place? The Mangrove College. Perfect. Mangrove College. The wise and the wicked seek sanctuary here, where the fruits are plenty and the woods wild. Something sane and wholesome on this fantasy. I have my reservations, but if it is good, then we might want to come here more often. A steaming sprawl of parasynthetic vegetation, and a village, barely a village, hollowed walls, roofs in disrepair, still leaning dangerously. It looks to have been assembled by drunks in a hurry. Dock carefully. So, yes, that was something that I needed to do. Anyway, we do have this. There's so much to do here. Foxfire candles, whatever that means. Oh, purchase this. Okay, I might want to look into that. Anyway, compile a port report. Sages, scholars, philosophers, naturalists, poets, dreamers, here to pursue the rare-field ideals in a land of muddy fecundity. Hmm. All shall be well. The thinkers of the Mangrove College continues their untroubled and sedentary existence. New schools of philosophy are born and die like bubbles. Extraordinary poetry are written in water. The occasional retired pirate tries and fails to get invited to salons. To salons? The hunger that has gone. And we have gained supply. That is always great news, especially when our cargo is going down and, well, we will probably have enough fuel to get to Vanderbilt and London and then back down to the Iron Republic to buy more. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Um, anyway, we will look into that after, because we do have something of utmost importance here. Meet your contact. An enigmatic gentleman lives a comfortable life in the largest hut. He won't see you without an appointment, but the Admiralty has arranged that appointment. An island of civilization. Once inside the hut, you might imagine yourself back in London. Bright candlelight, thick carpets, a little spotted with damp, even wallpaper similarly spotted. Two philosophers wait on you both, a little sulky. The enigmatic gentleman will say nothing until you've both eaten dinner. A fine, if eclectic meal, cavern trout, swamp fruits, spices from Adam's Way, and with served on Delft ware at the lacquered Ming table. When you're done, he gives you a careful itemized list of ships sightings. Yes, sorry. Some excellent ports and a little something to take away. Remember me to the Admiral, he says fondly. Matter salt. Tastes like clean air and crystallized ginger. Also has the interesting property of paralyzing the vocal cords if you sprinkle it into your stew. I am not sure what that is used for, but we will probably know in time. And the strategic information is important. It gives us, I can't remember, 100 echoes, perhaps? This looks good. Let's engage an officer, Mavis' daughter. Wait, that is not what I thought it was. Hello, where are you headed? On second thoughts, I don't mind. Can I come aboard? Yes, I am an engineer, but I'm an engineer in a hurry. Mavis' daughter is an engineer who increases rails, iron, and engine power. Might be something that we want. Welcome aboard. If anyone comes looking for me, well, I'm not accepting callers. Can I trust you to pass that on? You don't want them distracting me from my duties. Appoint your new officer by dragon. Yes, I know how to do that. Do this when you're both on the sea, or you may unsettle your crew. That would be troublesome. Maybe started. A smile, a wink, a butterfly tattoo, an intense and detailed knowledge of weaponry and engines. What? She's incredible. Oh, she has it on her face. Interesting. Maybe started. Perhaps you don't entirely trust her, but she keeps the engines turning, and she's hard to dislike. I mean, sure. Invite her to dine with you. It's not. Anyway, we can't. Increase your veils. She'll tell you secrets if you tell her yours. Not higher than 100. Well, this is the veils. I do think I do want to increase them. Sure, let's spend some secrets. Complex knowledge. She is serious once she gets talking. There's hard edges under the bluff and banter. I have said it last time, and maybe I should have checked that. I should make notes when I'm recording, because, well, it is always useful to know what you want to look up. But yes, I need to know what exactly that changes, because, well, of course I want to gain veils, and it is probably better to have a higher quantity of them. But I am not sure how much, because, well, I need 223 fragments to gain a secret. I gain 50 when I found something new. It looks like it is 50, 50, 50, 50, yes. So when I found something new, I always get 50 not secrets, fragments. So how much exactly? Because I will need to gain 5 more, discover 5 more places, which is, well, most likely not difficult, but still. Anyway, let's increase it a bit more. And I will not increase further because I do want to keep some just in case. So we can romance our crew members. Why not? Story. Pick up a passenger. The Mangrove College is named for its scholars and philosophers. They have long abandoned civilized comforts for the life of the mind. Sometimes they want those civilized comforts back. Sure. Is it not here? Check it, character. A shady sort. Sure. A checkered character. The principles, Port Cecil, black and white and silver. Please take me there. Sooner, later, it doesn't matter. I know how complex the moves can be. So, Port Cecil. Have I discovered that yet? Or was it maybe in another playthrough? I don't know. We could gather supplies. but I think that the eat, drink, be merry could be better. Because supplies, we do have enough and we can buy more if necessary. But the philosophers of the college are not hospitable. But this whole shoreline is bursting with fruits and edible fungus. Reach up and it falls into your hand. Pick it up and it's already fermented. If that can reduce the terror, because being merry is kind of the opposite of terror, so I would hope that I can get something. Ships come and go to and from the Mangrove College, often in secret. What might they have found overboard? We could probably get something, but let's try this first proposition. Yes, lost 10 terror. Exactly what I wanted. An explosion of tastes. Tart s'mores and moral tart. The salty tang of seaweed stew. A crawling berry that the locals assure you is a motile plant, not an insect. Eat your fill and drink contemplatively. And we cannot do much more. That's okay. Yes, we are quite far away from Vanderbilt and London also. But we will try to discover a bit more. We will do it little by little, not going a straight line, although we probably could, but let's try to melting eyes. Sure. We will look into that at some later point. Right now, what's important is getting back to London and Vanderbilt. How much do I want to chart just for the sake of it? Could probably be good, but let's try something a bit different. Is this what I think it is? I think so. Oh, a port. Lovely. Holy frame. Obey, endure. Flamingo. Flamingo? What could that mean? A falling stone. Now and then, rocky fragments fall from the roof of beneath. The deck of all the ships are pocketed with scars. The sound is one no landlubber knows, and no sailor will ever forget. This one has smashed the glass of a deck binnacle. Ill omen, one sailor cries. The god in the roof. Storm is angry. Do nothing. Storm, one of the three nameless gods of the sea. An absurd superstition. Make a sacrifice to avert a misfortune. In the stories, the storm is the noisiest, angriest, and least reasonable of the sea gods. Better not take chances. We could spend one supply. Sure. A simple rite. Your sailors know the words, you mumble them. A gift of wine and fish is suitable, marked with the captain's blood owl, bound with copper wire and cast overboard from the bow. The package bobs for a moment, and then is sucked beneath the ship. You know something of the three gods of the sea. I do not want to have Storm's attention. I don't think I want. Almost hit the rock there. Polythene. Here is screaming. I will not scream. I do not like this. Taciturn clayman. Evasive clove colonists walking like humans. Cobbles that groan underfoot. On the hills above, a palace villa is of marble, but even that writhes like buried bones in an earthquake. Yes. Gather intelligence. What news from Polyphone? What lives? The king with 100 hearts rules from his palace above the city. He is never seen. He makes no treaties with other lands, but there's unrest in the air. The claymen you speak to are obedient and humble, but they speak nervously of those who are not, the maimed, the rebellious, the unfinished. So one thing about this game, as I mentioned before, is that the lore has a lot of depth, but also there's a lot that just kind of assumes that you know stuff. Unfortunately, that is not much of my case, here at least. What did I want to say? Yes. So here we are expected to know what the claimants are. I could guess that there are some sorts of golems, like in Frankenstein, which also has what's it called? The title of the modern Prometheus. And sure enough, there is the idea of creating life out of clay, out of body parts, and that is very much a theme in Victorian horror. But I am not exactly sure what those claimants are. I believe that would be the case, but once again, I cannot say for sure. Shore leave. Shore leave. Drink beer that wails from cups that sob. If you like that sort of thing. Polyphone is an expensive place to reduce terror. So we will not. 30 echoes. Yes, I am not sure. Carry Clayman to London. Are they passengers or cargo? They're certainly the easiest passengers imaginable, unless, just unless, one turns out to be an unfinished man. You should have 6 units of cargo available. I do. Perhaps I could do that. Sure, let's try that. They troop aboard. Each one lies down in its appointed position next to the other, nestled snugly, head by foot. We are for London, one explains to you. Sure. What? Something. Oh yes, I accidentally clicked on perhaps. Is there anything to buy? We are clay. We will only walk. This trio of clay stockers will reduce crew requirement, but also crew capacity, and will slightly increase engine power. They are fitted into an auxiliary slot. When they are not in use, they will stand patiently, hands by their side, flat grey eyes, unreadable. One will say sometimes, I like it when it's quiet. I am interested. I will lose a crew member by doing this, but sure. Hold, yes. Why can I not? Why is my cargo full still? So I did lose a crew member, and if I take it out, yes, I will not get that crew member back. But that is okay, because more engine power is something that I want. How much engine power do I have, by the way? 250, 800, so 1050, 1150. I think that would be the case. Indelible. Sure. Polyphony. Yes. Go from under. So, I am not sure what much more there is to. Ah, those faces. Yes, the creepy ones. I hate those. What the? No. Lights off. Okay. Fuck. Do not notice me. Unfinished pirates. Oh, they're all cavemen. Just this. Report. Just lovely. Uniform. I do not have the name of it yet. Pigmont Isle. Pigmont Isle. 2 houses, both alike in dignity. A lonely desert beach. There is no habitation in sight, no market, only an old rotting dock. A stretch of sand thickens into damp, black earth, from which sprout stunned. Perhaps, no, not perhaps, palms. Not quite tall fungal growths with frond-like caps, as if someone had sculpted the idea of a tree from a mushroom. Oh! Is this the place that I can make myself emperor of? Oh, that would be nice. Pigmont Isle, progress of nation is. See what awaits you. War? As you step onto the quay, you hear clamor, shouts, and shooting. You can see off in the distance smoke rising from beyond the hill, and dots of fire flecking the horizon. Two tiny figures stand a little further down the quay, unmoving, as if waiting your approach. A literary interlude. The following is an extract from the popular diary of a sea captain from London to Ireland and what we did there before we arrived. Washed ashore on Mutter Island and subsequently serialized in the unexpurged Gazette. The author's identity remains unknown. The Tale of Pigmont Isle, in which a delegation is made, a choice is present, war is declared, a most singular treasure is sought by all, and a new empire is founded with tooth and claw. Chapter 1. The Delegation. The figures were rodents. To my left was a Rattus of Fabers, wearing goggles, a blacksmith apron, and an assortment of tools. To my right, an unusual large guinea pig, wearing a helmet and breastplate, reminiscent of nothing so much as the High Middle Ages. The rat stepped forward first, and bowed. "Welcome, Captain, to Rat Star Island. I am Edgar, second Chief Engineer of the 3rd Rat Brigade. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice." The rat stepped back. At precisely the same moment, with what appeared to be the ease of a long habit, the guinea pig scuttled forward and made a declamatory chirp. "Welcome, Captain, to the Isle of Caviar. I am Lady Augusta Devereux Swinch of the Blackwater Swinches, seneschal to our King Gracenow, first of his name. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice." The two stood at attention, looking at me expectantly. The two remarkable rodents sat, scattered, both seeking my support. I knew I had to choose carefully. So, this will not make me choose hopefully. So I will speak to them both. I spoke to the chief engineer. His eyes had a wave-cold glint to them, and he wore his scars like jewels. A rat in the making. I asked the chief engineer to elaborate. He looked at me for a long, measured moment before speaking gruffly. "We came to this island to make a home for ourselves, away from London. Its cats and snuffers, its rat-skin suits. We came to live as citizens of our own republic. We came with our tools, our thieves, and our clever hands, and we made a beautiful city by the light of the rat star that shone bright and blue on Mount Ararat. The chief engineer nodded towards the distant hill. One day, we braved the depths of Chicken Woods, and from the top of Mount Ararat, we plucked the red star to be our light, our beacon. But the pigs of Kavi saw the light, and they lusted for it. They sent armies to rule us and steal our star. We will not permit them to take what is ours. We will resist to our last breath. Will you join us in defeating them? I spoke to the seneschal. How did an armored guinea pig manage to look regal? A knight out of habit. The seneschal cleared her throat with a delicacy to rival the Duchess' own before speaking. Grace now the king, O lord and sovereign, full 7 months had sojourned the sea, conquered this land, and won the southern main. No fortress against him shall remain. No city walls be left him to gain. Save the rats, they squeak behind the mountain. Unlikely was the lamp of our deliverance. Assured shall be our glory and our fall, when our Lady's eyes restored be to our whole. Okay, sure, whatever. The seneschal composed herself, then added, "We saw truth and beauty by the light of our Lady's eye on Mount Caveat. But the rats, with their guns and their chatter and their peasants' politics, stole it from us. We will subjugate them and take it back. They are a rabble, and we will rule them with the steel-shod velvet of our paws. Will you join us?" So, choosing between in an up-and-coming, perhaps not, but of a republic in the making, and an aristocracy with very little thoughts for the peasants. I think I know what I want. I had heard more than enough. I was ready to make my choice. As you can... Chapter 2. Alike in Dignity. As you can well imagine, I faced quite a dilemma. Their red eyes stared up at me, waiting for my choice. I sided with the chief engineer. He seemed grumpy but honest. Also, I knew all too well what rat-made weapons can do. I favored the seneschal. Was it her charm or fondness for London's rat-skin coat that swayed me? Perhaps a little of both. At any rate, I was keen to find out more about their civilization. I attempted to broker a peace. Surely their commonalities were more numerous than their differences. Perhaps I could help them get along. Honestly, in such a game, I highly doubt that this could be a viable option. I could try, of course, and well, this is the moment that I kind of regret not having saves and having to rely on autosave, which will undoubtedly activate once I've done this choice. If I could take several choices. I would try all options, of course. At first, I would try to broker a peace because, well, being a pacifist is most of the time the best reward. But we have to think about what exactly we can gain from all of this. Of course, there's the moral compensation of being a good person and acting fairly, which I would like to do. And if I was truly in such a dilemma, I would like to have so little people be hurt as possible, especially when I don't really know those people. Why would I want any of them to really be killed? Because, well, I can have my own prejudice about the rats or the guinea pigs, about proletarians or aristocracy. Sure, I could make my choices based on that, and well, I will make my choices based on that, but still, I would like to have more information than just that, and to see if there is a way out of this. But I do want this captain to be as successful as possible, and as far as game mechanics go, I'm more tempted to side with the chief engineer. Yes. Well, very much talk to say, eat the rich. I sided with the chief engineer. He seemed grumpy but honest. Also, I knew all too well what rat-made weapons can do. A friend to rats. I extended a finger to the chief engineer, who shook it grimly. The seneschal hissed and chattered her teeth in disgust, but kept her distance. You've made the right choice, said the chief engineer. Let me show you around. You gain 1 fuel, 1 supply, and a rat in the making. You choose to help the rats. Yes, so the memoirs are, well, the beginner's luck was a memoir, and I will, and I am now inclined to believe that the memoirs are what are a way to, just yet another flag that indicates that the story is progressing in a certain way. Chapter 3. A rat in the making. The chief engineer led me to the northern side of the island, skirting the chicken woods. We passed through a number of what can only be termed checkpoints, as fierce-eyed rats shouldered their derringers and saluted the chief engineer. Soon we come upon a small colony, smaller than some of the infestations I had encountered in London flats. Perhaps only 50 ratus fabers altogether, working diligently to fortify their side of the island. The first thing I noticed was a brilliant light, beaming out from a stump of chickenwood about 6 feet. It bathed in the whole settlement in a clean blue glow, and was almost too bright to look at. Its light I could only see several. By its light, I could see several raised mounds of earth, suggesting shallow tunnels. An efficient fishing operation was set up by the water. An an albino rat, mending nets while others stabbed sharpened sticks into the waves. Further inland was a barracks, where sergeants barked drills at a small squadron of fighters. My arrival drew attention, and several rats paused in the walk to look at me curiously. "Welcome to Marinia," said the chief engineer, voice warm with pride. "It's not much to look at now, but it will be once we've roasted the caves. Take a stroll around while I summon the war council." With that, he vanished into the mounds and left me to explore. Can I do some... I can't get the board report, can I? Sure, let's explore everything. I visited the rat's barracks. The drill sergeant appeared to be sizing me up, while the few rats around her really all she had to launch an attack. We were fighting impressive odds. I approached the drill sergeant and went so far as to salute her, which earned me a grunt of satisfaction. The sergeant dismissed her troops and offered me a bit of chickenwood jerky to gnaw on. "There's more of us below ground," she explained, "but not enough. The caves are bigger, and there's more of them. We're better with weapons, but haven't got the stuff to make them with. Most of us came here as stowaways and brought nothing but food, tools, and the fur on our backs. We can fish, and we nibble the chicken woods, but we can't make guns out of trees." The caves came with their own steamer, and seemed to have endless supplies. We raid them sometimes, but there's so few of us, we can never hold onto territory gained for long. But that's of no consequence. All we want is to be left in peace and to build our republic. "And the Red Star," she added thoughtfully after a moment. "Of course, we want that too." So there is, I guess, a jewel or a relic or an artifact or whatever that both sides are fighting for. Let's see. I'm not sure what exactly that do, if it's just a precious thing or if it has some interesting properties. Oh yes, the Red Star. Of course, let's look at that. I took a closer look at the Red Star. An excitable-looking rat was peering at it through smoky goggles, twitching her whiskers and making notes on what appeared to be real paper. Blue as a sapphire, but endlessly more brilliant. "It's not a star, of course, not really. But try explaining that to the others. The chief engineer doesn't want me working too hard to convince them. Says this is better for morale. But just look at it. Look!" She offered me her goggles. I managed to walk them over just enough of one of my eyes to see the truth of what she was studying. It was scintillac. Oh, maybe that is what I was looking for, one of the colors. It was scintillac, but unlike any I'd seen before. Blue as a sapphire, but more brilliant. Something about the clarity of its colors was tremendously soothing. The chief science officer tittered with pleasure as I handled her goggles back. Those of us who've been to the cavey side of the island and lived to tell of it said that there's plenty of glow there, plenty of bright in the water all around, but nothing like this. We took this from the island center, Mount Ararat. Only it's not a mountain, of course, any more than this is a star. It's hollow, and there's a sweet water inside, and coral crawling up all up the walls of it, but nothing that glows save this. It's ours now, and no one can take it from us. Mm. I headed down to the beach. Who ever heard of a rat mending a nest? Where the green billows play. An albino rat smiled up at me from his mending walk, looking dainty and a little shy. Chickenwood floats, especially when it's dried out and sealed, so we're able to paddle out a bit and cast our nets. We come up with all sorts of things: blindfish, crabs, sometimes a chunk of broken tentacle. But the fishing would never be so good without the rat star, he beamed. I think it only draws good fish, and keeps the scary ones at bay. I know the chief science officer doesn't believe it, but I do. That light is our livelihood. There is so much superstition on this fantasy, and so much oddities. Anyway, I finished my exploration. The bells of the war console rang. I was summoned. Chapter 4. A Vital Enterprise. The chief engineer emerged from underground with a motley assortment of other rats. He introduced them as weapons experts, strategists, and field commanders. So, you are going to help us beat the cavies, he said, a hard edge to his voice. But how exactly? I offered my strategic assistance. We engineered the distraction that the LB, what? Not sure. Could use to plunder the cavies ships and turn the tide in their favors. I determined to take the lead. I had a ship. I had cannons. We would steer her to the southern side of the island and have at those uppity animals. 5140. It's about the same. Of course, it is more likely here. If nothing, and to offer but my advice, the king took it. In desperation, if not gratitude. We could try. It is a coin toss, but I am not sure. Am I willing to die? I think I am, but let's try. I determined to take the lead. You succeeded. Marvelous, marvelous. I had a ship. I had cannons. We would steer her to the southern side of the island and have at those uppity animals. A palpable hit. The rats gave me what information they possessed about the cave's settlement, but I still had to improvise a great deal on the spot. A perfect storm of speed, stealth, and strength in arms favored us, our cannons letting fly a volley of shots onto the beach before the caves could scramble onto their grounded ship to man its guns. Screams and squeals filled the air. The enemy fled. A damp hush settled over my crew as the smoke cleared to reveal the torn, blooded bodies of guinea pigs littering the shore. A grim business, but I had honoured my commitment to the rats and found a wealth of centilliac ringing the beach to harvest as spoils. Hail Murania. 2 houses, alike in dignity. Not that this is saying much, mind. An occurrence. The Pigment Isle. Might. Quality is now 5. Adequate. A nation must be strong. If this reaches 0, bad things will happen on Pigment Isle. Well, adequate. Perhaps we can be better than just adequate. In occurrence, Pigment Isle civilization quality is now 4. A nation must build. If this reaches 0, bad things will happen on Pigment Isle. Once again, let's try to have it not reach 0. Spirit quality in level 3. Conflicted. A nation needs hope. Now have 3 centilliac. Oh no, it is not the color thing that I was looking for. It is something that I can sell in London, I think. Coral that glimmers as if moonlit. It makes marvelous jewelry or terribly expensive tea. Yes. It is something that we will sell. You now have 1 bale of parabola linen. Who plucks the flax from the banks of rivers that flows through sleep? Whatever that may mean. Chapter 5. A nation is born. The house of Kavi had fallen. Murania was triumphant. All that remained were the celebrations and the continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted long into the night then. I invited one of the ratus fables to join us. After all, what's a ship without a few rats? Ooh, that could be nice, actually. I interceded on behalf of the caves. They were crushed, defeated, and I could see the spirits broken without the light of the red star to guide them. They needed an advocate. Perhaps we can make peace. I am not sure how, and I'm not sure that it is a good idea, but if the defeated, if the losers of this war, if they accept the rats as the leaders of the island, if they accept Murania as an independent republic, perhaps there could be some cohabitation. I am not sure, but I do know that I do want this tinkerer. Welcome aboard. The chief engineer couldn't leave his colony, but he relayed my request to his people. The albino rat I saw mending nets shyly stepped forward. I'm good at fixing things, he said earnestly, and I'd like to see more of the world. I waited for him to gather up some effects and say goodbye to his family before accompanying me on board. Oh no, this may not have been the greatest idea, but perhaps this could be. I interceded on behalf of the Cavies. A grudging concession. I appealed to the chief engineer's moral fortitude and sense of fair play. Perhaps the Cavies suffered the loss of the light from the center of the island. Perhaps they were only trying to get it back, not steal it from the rats. The chief engineer looked troubled at the thought. We only wanted to be left alone, he said. He looked towards the seneschal, haphazardly bandaged among the rat's other prisoners. Perhaps further negotiation is possible. As I left, I saw the albino rat timidly offering a young Cavie prisoner a piece of fresh fish. Oh, this is great. Yes. We forged peace between the rats and Cavies. Well, yes, in the same way as victors always can offer a peace, kind of, to the defeated. But what is good, though, is that the spirit is at 6. We are optimistic. It was at 3 just a moment ago, and this was a good choice. However, the wide, dark sea beckoned. We had eaten our fill, and our business had concluded. It was time to continue our voyage and see what other wonders and terrors still awaited us. Okay, something is going out of board. Good, I will not cause trouble. I will not send you overboard, do not worry. I think that the supplies maybe can be sent off, since the mushroom wine could probably be exchanged for that. And 1 fuel. Fuel is cheaper than supplies. And I'm not sure what those are for, but I do wish to keep them just in case. You now have this. 1 port report, Pigmont Isle. That is all for now. The hunger quality has gone. A new nation has been founded. Albino Tinkerer. Mascot. It's a mascot! A carpenter, weaver, engineer's hand, and a rat of old work. It is cute. Oh, I can't. I can speak to what? Speaking of, let's increase our veils because we have more secrets. So, yes, this has been fruitful. We may have to cut the lights though. With the 64 tarot, that is not really the move I want to do. The move I want to make, but sometimes you have to make sure the fuel is okay. But with so much engine power that we have, we should be faster, I think. What is this? Crab cake. Sure. Oh no, 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 no! I do not want that kind of crab. No, I am in range. Unfortunate. Salt lions. Sure. 6 do not notice me. That old fury. Her. Yes. The sailor has run mad. Oh, yeah, at high stress. She roams the ship, cudgel in hand, smashing comrades on the deck. She cries, "He's angry! Oh, he's angry!" Let's capture her alive. Perhaps you can confine her until the madness passes. The iron needs to be higher. Talk her down. Call her by name. Remind her of who she is, where, why. Shoot her dead. It's the only safe thing to do. She already killed one man. How much I dislike that option. But 100% chance of success is, well, much better than 25 or 15. And well, if she has already killed the man. Ugh, how unfortunate. A bitter end. Your sailor's weapons roar, and down she goes. You recite a hasty funeral for the poor soul and her wretched victim. But who will be next? Too cruel. Storm's attention. Yes, this. Really bad service. Do not touch me. Haha. Salt lion. I do wonder if that has to do with the god salt. Salt lions. There is a vast sorrow in their empty eyes. Oh, those are statues. Two basalt breasts, cathedral-sized. They frown eternally at each other across the black waves. The north one carries an encampment. Creeping human figures eat away at its features like rot. Pick-picking. There's a supply dock below. As always. Compile a port report. Time, the salt dissolution. Note for the Admiralty. Record the activities of the Unmakers, such as they are Rite of Stone and Silence. Hmm. 20 units of spare cargo, that will not do at all. I cannot care about that. 20 units of cargo, even if I only cared about fuel and supplies, that would be barely 20 for both. That's just the trip back and forth from London. I cannot do that as long as I have such a small cargo. So visit the Unmakers, perhaps, or Salt's Right. Since both use the Something Awaits You, we should read first the description. Visit the Unmakers. Muscular pick-wielders rest on camp stools, watching you approach, passing hip flasks around. An unctuous overseer beckons you to sit. Perhaps that. Salt's right. The face of the northern Sphinx is all but gone. Lost faces are sacred to Salt, they say. You are drawn there. To what end? Salt's voice is distant but clear. Extraordinary implication. Ooh, that is for the what's it called? For the alarming scholar. Defiant is. I'm not yet defiant. Sure, I am interested. Please don't make my terror higher. It did, for fuck's sake. Into the Z. Dive from the Sphinx face down a clean arc into the Z's chilly darkness. Float there, in the quiet, until your lungs are bursting, until light blooms behind your eyes. Rise gasping to the prickle of false stars, the shocked faces of your crew. You've brought something with you. We no longer have salt tension. But we do have one extraordinary implication. How can such a thing be? Who but you could understand what it means? But we do have now so much terror that we cannot go to Vanderbilt before going to London. That would cost us too much. So we do have to make a stop there, as unfortunate as it is, but we do have a lot of port reports to submit anyway. I am very sorry if you could hear that, because it is right now very windy and rainy outside. So once again, my microphone is garbage. So yes, you might hear some, not storm, it is not, but rain and wind. At any rate, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 port reports. That's incredible. We do have a lot of money stored in our curiosities, so the important thing is not to die on on the way to London. I will just read that to know what this means. The Unmakers are here to reduce the Salt Lions to rubble, one block at a time. Help them in their walk by carrying the rubble back to London. I will not spend 200 echoes for that. Perhaps not. I cannot speak to the mascot. How unfortunate. I can speak to the two others. Weird. Just... okay. So we can go back to Martin Island. Do I have a port report for that? What is this? Is it maybe? Yes, it is lost ship, I think. We do not have much fuel left. We did have so much before, but... speaking of sound, there is also still the walk going outside on the road, but in the street, I mean. Do not look at me. It has noticed me. That's okay. We just ignore it. If you just send flares at me, you won't. Fuck! And we have to repair the hole. Oh heck. Is that a friendly boat? I do not know. I also have to look into the friendly boats. That was not what I was looking for. Because it's what did I want? Yes, I wanted to see if I had the Newton Island port report. Apparently not. And, well, I don't want to do the detail. Yes, my terror is incredibly high. As long as the crab doesn't notice me. Fog has its merits. Yes, the hole will be repaired. How did we not know about that? I think that not having the lights on also hurt us in our discovery of things. We do not need it on now. We are back to London. An inspection by the Ministry of Public Decency. Some things are too illegal for the Customs Service to admit the existence of. The Ministry are here looking for those. Nothing to hide. Gift for the Pirate King is the Fear King of Red Honey. So yes, Red Honey and things related to the Pirate King here are very much illegal. So yes, we will have more interest in that later. You shrug and invite them to search your ship as thoroughly as they would like. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed deck, and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. They find nothing more dangerous than moldy ship's biscuits. Breath of relief. As soon as the gangplank touches the quayside, the terrors of the deep sea lighten. Walk taller, smile more readily. But what dreams may claim. Coming home. Terror is always reduced to 50 when you return to London, if it's higher. However, if your terror was high, you may suffer nightmares later. So, nightmare strength. Collect messages from the Harbour Master. What's this? Let's see. Something has changed in you. Someone wants to sign on. That's all for now. And you have this for you here. Sure. Oh, shops. Foxfire kernels. I may want some of those. We could sell some Metastack and Centelliac. We cannot not buy any. So yes, this is probably just to get more of what's it called? Money. Yes, I do not really know what they are for, and right now money and cargo space are very important to me. What else do I have in my hold? A pail of parabola linen. I mean, worst case scenario, I just buy it back. Of course, it will be at a higher price, but that is okay for me. Oh, you can buy for 21 and sell for 20. Interesting. We could buy stronger guns. Perhaps that could be something good. Yeah, okay. Ooh, this is great! Oh no, this is not good. This is the auxiliary. We bought it for 300 and we can sell it back for 300. Why not? Our misery company. Better lamps. Yes, let's sell that too. I'm sorry if I'm being a bit more quiet. I'm thinking about my next move. Ooh, very nice number. And I am not exactly sure about what is going on. I could have better weapons. This is always good. Stop. Let us talk to the alarming scholar. perhaps get some money out of them. A memory of distant shores. A piquant piece of Picard's pilgrimage. Yes, yes, sure. Let's do it once more. More echoes and more favors. Yes, offer the scholar an extraordinary implication. What a tantalizing crime. 250 echoes. The scent of secrets. I will place it here with the others. One day, I will have enough. I see, but they do not truly explain to me what those extraordinary implications might mean. Leave the university. I want to look at my lodgings to read some morning papers. News from abroad. The candidates threatening war, etc., etc., less terror and more supplies. That is always good. This would reduce terror, but what else? Let's not think about that just yet. The dark spectacled admiral. Has some strategic information. The admiral sits up, although he staples his fingers and pretends calm. Invisible eyes. It's hard to read with those glasses, but he reads the summary intently. Satisfactory, he says at last. Eminently satisfactory, actually. Good work. Take this for your trouble. The clerk will see you paid. This is just getting better and better. Let's some boat reports then. We have so many of those. And what is the day today like on those farther shores? The Cumene Canal. Well, if you've been there, I suppose we may as well hear about it. The fee is nominal, though. Yes, barely 5 echoes. Pigment, I'm not certain that I heard you correctly. Yes, perhaps not. But, Rudes the Bears. Achieve Admiralty favors 10. Ooh, that is a nice achievement I just got. I am now inclined to believe that I will get an achievement also by having antiquarian things. Report submitted. I am quite certain this is the report you wish to make. So be it. You have an accomplishment, so great, as mad as it seems, they still pay me for that. More than for the Cumene Canal, and also I get some fuel. The Uttershroom. You've spent time in Miscellagia. Dear me, I am most terribly sorry. 50 echoes, that is great news. More favors. We are not capped at 10. That is incredible, yes. The fuel is in the Iron Republic. This is blank. Yes, both sides. No, no, I assure you, no. I know these things happens in the Republic. Consider this an ex gratia payment to cover your costs. Yes, because it's just a weird place. Also lost some terror. That is always a good thing. At the Mangrove College. Oh yes, the muddy philosophers do tell. It's it sounds so sarcastic. Yeah, I love it. Submitted. 50 echoes. More and more favors. This is incredible. And we are getting richer and richer. Isle of Cats. And what does the so-called Pirate King have to say for himself these days? Report submitted. Yes, well, we did know about his rose gardens. Not good news that they're prospering though. We really should have nipped it into the if you'll allow me, but... Huh. And trading with the Kennedy, with the Iron Republic. Bother. I may have to have a meeting about this. Yes. I would believe that a rich man calling himself the Pirate King and having such an influence over well, drugs. It is the outcome of the Sunless Sea, I would believe so. Having him trade with, well, we have not met the Kennedy yet, but the Kennate. Perhaps I have been pronouncing it incorrectly all this time. Whatever. But the Iron Republic, yes, those are not really necessarily enemies to London, but not allies either. Polyphron. The king with 100 hearts. What a useful fellow. Without his export, I'd be delivering my own coal. Visage. Ah, the island that looks up. I don't suppose you found out what it's staring at. We may not even have to go to the Iron Republic at this state. The Salt Lions. The bazaar has always taken an interest in that place. Yes, the bazaar. I have to look into that because, well, it is quite the influential place. They have more and more accomplishments. We've seen what happens when one digs too deep for secrets. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Yes. Speak to our agent here, and in return, we'll see that you're rewarded. Chapel of Lights, somewhere northeast of London. Northeast. Yes, I do have an idea of where that could be. It could be just east, actually, but yes. Also, what I like about those quests are that not only does it make me discover more about the game, it also, well, rewards me not only by giving me money, but also by giving me strategic information, which is worth even more. What do? Oh yes, red honey. information. Yes. I do want to go to dry dock, yes. I do want actually some repairs. This pass, it is not possible. Admiralty Yard. You may call in some of your Admiralty favors to have cheap, good quality work done on your ship. This will completely repair your hull. I think that spending, well, 3 favors. Well, I have 16 of those, so maybe that is good enough. And 25 echoes, sure. Rapid efficiency. All shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well, very quickly. And our fuel, we do have already much of it. We do not need to spend more favors. Good enough for now. Your ship is in acceptable shape, thank you. Let's visit the Rolls Market. It bustles on the Rose's Wharf. Perhaps you can find a buyer for some of the curiosity you found at sea. Rose's Wharf. The Rose Market caters to collectors and eccentrics. Anyone with exotic tastes and the gumptions to harass sea captains. According to the archaic rules of the market, you can only make one trade per visit. Choose wisely. People at the Rose Market would pay above the usual price for specific goods. Well, had I known, I would have given the extraordinary implications here. But whatever. Madame Shoshana is seeking an extraordinary implication. The fortune teller, under her many scarves, sips tea in a quiet corner of the market. She'll pay well for something portentous. The prim baronet is looking for unread log. He brushes black rose petals from his shoes. The wharf is strewn with them whenever the Rose Market congregates. Unread log. Sure, so maybe this is the place I should go first before visiting the others. Escort some interested acquaintances to the Rose Market. They hope to make a satisfying trade. This would usher a new day at the Rose Market, and perhaps new buyers. Sure. Puppet plays press on uninterrupted. Personal collections grow. Words written in fogged mirrors are hastily wiped away. The exotic exchange pollinates dreams. Sure. Solace fruits and outlandish artifacts. Sure, whatever. The merchant's venture. An urchin tugs your sleeve. An urchin tugs your sleeve. Governor wants word. A brooding figure waits at the lamplight edge. Speak to the merchant venturer. I have a need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. An opportunity to earn for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates. And he won't ask her how we can buy these things. The venturer has requested to speak to him further or check your journal. Something forlorn or something durable. You can find it in iron or dreams. I don't know which is easier to find. Actually, they sell it down at the wolf stack, but where's the romance in that? All a profit. 700 echoes for 7 blades. Heck! Had I known, I would not have sold the one I had. Well, let's see. Buying 7 is 120 each. Yes, it's not worth it. Something durable. Murder enough monsters. Or you can purchase it in the Chilonate, far to the east. They're flooded with dread monsters. I'm not. 500 echoes. Yes, it's generous. Be quick. So 7 Stygian Ivory. 500 for 7. Okay. But how do I sell my Clayman? London. Ah, yes, deliver Clayman. This is where they want it to be, or at least where they're supposed to be. 120 echoes. One by one, they rise, uncomplainably, with no trace of stiffness or discomfort from the long voyage. The deck resounds beneath the heavy tread. Shroomyard manager waits on dock, tapping her foot. About time, she says. Here's your payment. Come along. No. You. There's a good construct. There's a good construct. Yes. Sure. Carols in Wolfstack docks. There's no danger here. Try to enjoy yourself. This will reduce your terror. This would be with romance. I'm a recruit who awaits your attention. Someone wants to sign on, or on later visits, different officers will sometimes be available. If there's more than one choice, you can choose one per visit. Engage an officer, the Presbyterate adventurers. Afternoon, citizen. Looking for a gunnery officer. I'd like to help you blow up some monsters, if you'll have me. Gunner and whale and James. I am not sure exactly, like the one that was in the Iron Republic, what he would give. There's probably something that is said on the wiki about what's the best officer for each spot and where to find them. And well, maybe they say that at this point of the game, this officer is good enough or whatever, but I could use my secrets to increase my iron, speak to her to increase my veils, and such and such. Still, I do want I do want more officers. The more I have, the better my ship, I would guess. I need more money to buy better ships, I would believe. So yes, I could also now buy a house. I do have enough money to do that after all. Welcome aboard. Oh, hello, Captain. Is this one of yours? I had to knock her about a bit. She didn't like taking orders from foreigners. Still, we're good friends now. The adventuress claps the black-eyed sailor on the back. Oddly enough, they do seem to be friends now. Officers. Yes. Plus 6 iron plus 3 bales. Ooh, they complete each other. Speak to All's well, Captain. Did you need something? Increase your iron. You ready for this? It might hurt. Oh, I am not sure that I want wounds. Though it would give me a reason to sleep. Sure. Oh, sorry about that. The adventuress puts down her sword and helps you bandage the gash. Still pain. The best teacher, eh? Oh, don't look at me like that. Hmm. And more fragments. At 3 wounds, you'll die. This is quite alarming. So let's rest in a room above the blind helmsman. If you don't have the echoes to go out workshoring, best stay at home. Heal a wound and give you a restful night if you do not already have one. Yes, this looks nice. If you ever have 3 wounds, you're dead. They really heal when you rest in your lodgings, or from time to time at sea. Good to know. The rats keep you awake at nights with their muttering and skirmishing, but the bed is warm and the door has a lock. Let's visit Clefferman's tattoo parlor. You're really a sailor now, after all. You're a real sailor now, after all. You could go to one of those tobacco and pray places by the dock, but the prices at Clement's are reasonable, and his daughter are real artists. But what sign will you choose? The Dauntless Hand commemorates your daring. This will increase your iron by 2 permanently and cure up to 25 points of terror. Those sounds amazing. Spending a tale of terror doesn't really entice me though. The Wheel of Mists commemorates your sailor's skills. This will increase your veils by 2 permanently and cure up to 22. The story. Memories of distant shores. Oh, I might want to keep some of those things. Yes, Ooh. Moves in the great game. Yes, but maybe the Admiral would be better. The Dauntless Hand commemorates your daring. Wonderful. A new you. The gold needle pricks. Lily Claremont's hums. The sign is complete. Scales. Mapping your fingers like a gauntlet. Right, proudly. And only one echo. That is not much. An occurrence, your memoir. Your own sweet skin quality is now the Dauntless Hand. Oh, I could only do one. Maybe the visions of the surface would have been better. I did not expect that, or perhaps I need something more. Oh, let's see. Why is it not? It is in German, obviously. Kant's heart, yes. Someone in London requires your services, yes. Yes, I know. Pigment heart. Civilization struggling. Might adequate. We will have to go back to Pigment Eye at some point, I would believe. So we will go to Wonderbite next. Nightmare's Strength. Memoirs. A rat in the making. You forge peace between rats and the caves. You have cast your lot in with the rats. Quality of lodgings. A room above the blind helmsman. Why do you hang your hat in London? What sign do you wear? Why is there not an image of the tattoo? That's unfortunate. Yes. So you want to go to a certain place, but yes, we will need to buy some supplies. My cargo is at 33 because I already have so much fuel. Because the passenger is the cargo. This is also a point. Does that 2 count for cargo? Very important. I will need more crew members. Yes, 13 supplies should be enough. Sorry for stopping the recording so abruptly. There was some outside interference that was picked up on mic, and I couldn't really record more after that, so I had to just stop it there and edit the noises out. It's unfortunate, but in the next recording I will most likely have more than enough time. This time it will be true.